Later on in this episode, we all had a lot of fun until this happened. In this episode, we visit the Hennops 4x4 trail, situated 30 kilometers from Pretoria and 4 ways in Gauteng, on the R511 to Hartbeespoort Dam. The Hennops River is one of the larger rivers that drains Gauteng. The Zonkie Trail, as it also refers to, hosts inbreed zebras with donkeys, called zonkies. Don't be surprised to spot a few zonkies on the trail. Obstacles awaiting us are mud holes, steep rocky climbs, descents and dongas with a technical grading between 2 to 4. Meyer Botma had to rely on a more temperamental set of wheels today and is joining us with his Land Rover Discovery 3 SE TD V6. I told him it's not a good idea to bring a girly car here, so he decided to bring along a co-driver, Nicole. Something tells me he wants to prove a point today. Anthony from Ant's Custom Workshop brought along his trusted and very capable Nissan Patrol 4.2 turbo diesel, 2-inch lift suspension and his massive 35 tires fitted to the car. The Patrol is very capable in the hands of Ant. Johnny Devenage from John Rock 4x4 Accessories, our fearless warrior, armed with his Mitsubishi Colt 3.2 turbo diesel. This monster is fitted with an 80mm body lift and freewheel hubs. Next up, Joe Naidu, brand ambassador from Williams Hunt Ruraport. He joins us with the Isuzu MU-X 3-litre with only a 40mm suspension lift. What a beautiful SUV. This SUV go places you would not believe. Johan Erasmus from 4x4 Outlaws. He came with his Range Rover Classic V8 automatic, standard as far as you can get. Johan is taking the old girl off-road for the very first time. And then my wheels for the day. My trusty Land Cruiser 80 Series 4.5 VX Auto. It's thirsty, but the 2-inch lift, rock sliders and custom bumpers give me the edge on the trail. Bitterly cold morning this morning. Head down, just had their cold front, pushed up right through here to the high veld. I can tell you what, let's go.
I'm gonna have fun. I've never been at Hennops. And here's the rest of the team. You help me and them. Away!
Everybody is happy to see each other after a long week's work. We greet and blow down the tires for the trail. So here we are, Hennops 4x4.
Nice.
Have you ever been here before?
I've never been at Hennops before. It's the first time when I drove past here many times. I always think I have to stop here.
Yeah.
And it's the first time actually.
Well, I haven't been here either, so let's go see what it's all about.
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's go. Seatbelts on.
There are many reasons why we drive our 4x4s. For one, this lifestyle allows us to release our stresses built up through a busy schedule during the week. Although we're not here for the purpose of breaking our cars, we are here to also test our vehicles and our own abilities. The excitement of the unknown dangers awaiting us more through our minds as we move towards the first obstacle. The first obstacle consists of axle twisters that will surely require a 4x4 and you picking the right line with at least 3 wheels on the ground. With excellent wheel travel on the suspension of the cruiser, I find it no difficulty at all. Anthony is picking a very good line here and the Patrol breezes over it as if it's not there. The Range Rover have no difficulty either, but it does give Johan and his wife a good bounce in the cabin. Colt, with that 80mm suspension lift, only had a small wobble on the front wheel as Johnny tried to make it difficult for the monster. The MUX just proved the point that modern is not bad. It may just be better and hardly notice it's off-road. In the meantime, Weyer and his girly car is so lost in his boredom.
What they call axle twisters. In other words, front wheel on the left maybe, on the right wheel on the right, not touching ground. So you need wheel travel to get it into the ground, number one. Number two, there's loose rocks, so you need to find the right angle, correct angle, not to get stuck on the rocks.
Tricky?
Not with this car actually, that's why I said I'm cheating. Because the computer will break the wheel that doesn't grip. So that is a bit of a cheeky cheat.
While Weyer relaxed behind the wheel of the Disco 3, he passes a 2x4 bakkie that just failed driving this obstacle and had to park off the trail. Although it doesn't show, you can hear Nicole grasp for breath as she anticipates the deep holes they drive through.
Difficult angle.
Oh my goodness.
Let's have a coffee, I told him. While we do this. See what this computer does. It just controls everything for us. It's actually cheating. We should switch it off.
No.
Get stuck a little bit. Don't you think?
No, it's okay, just like that. We're getting out.
Suspension in extended mode.
Oh, okay.
Wonder why that happened.
Yeah.
Just joking.
How was that, John?
That was nice.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's the first time we've taken out the Range Rover for an off-road session, and testing now the center diff lock, low range, and the automatic just works very nicely. Did feel a couple of wheel spins coming up there.
Yeah.
But
Took it like a breeze.
yeah, it's
Brilliant.
a little bit. As long as you've got enough momentum, you'll go through. No worries.
Here we go.
Cool.
Meantime, Weyer is distracted.
What a cheat.
On the back, eh?
It must be the technology in the disco that captivate his attention.
Everything.
Oh.
Why, you on the rear of the convoy, eh?
That's correct, LP. We're on the rear.
Just let me know when you are stopping here and we can go again.
I'll do so.
Some of the other rattle I got here in front and I feel something on my feet. Even though we inspect our vehicles thoroughly before each trip, there are no guarantees. It's important to remember that our cars are subject to a whole lot more punishment in off-road conditions.
You see anything out?
It's this. Yeah. So if you see the bush is cracked, but that bolt's not going to come out.
Okay, so I'm safe.
So you safe as that.
When you know your vehicle, you will feel things, and if you feel it, just check it out. Just make sure. I'd rather check it out than ending up crying about it.
We now travel up the mountain towards one of the more notorious obstacles called Rocky Climb. One of the 3.5 to 4 rating obstacles on this track. Well, we just stopped here at the sign stating, warning, please pre-inspect the following obstacle. When in doubt, take alternative route. So, yes, let's go check it out. We decided to send Anthony on a reconnaissance trip. Loose rock, high rock steps, and a 90-degree left turn with high rocky sides make it a tricky one.
Difficult part of it.
Traction, a proper line, and steady momentum is key to success on rocky climb.
To set up.
If not careful, you can easily damage your vehicle below on the chassis. It is vital to have the correct tire pressure here. For this obstacle, we recommend tire pressure down to at least 1.2 psi.
Thank goodness for the new tires.
And that throughout.
After Anthony's description on the two-way radio, we decided to rather have a closer look.
You saw this thing, this was a little bugger.
Yeah, it was.
And especially this rock on the left if you forget about it.
Yes, if you don't see it, and in the angle where you sit, you can't see the rock.
So
need
easy you
someone
can
to
damage
show the
your
rock.
vehicle here on the left.
Definitely, yeah, you have to be careful.
Alright, let's have a look at this mother up here. Now this guy with the rock steps is going to be a tricky one.
Yeah, it is a problem. You've got loose rocks here, and the only place where you can actually get grip is on that side. Use the rocks to climb. So if your angle is wrong here, what's going to happen with your vehicle, it's going to swerve and it's going to get stuck. And then you're in the wrong angle and straight back on those rocks. So you don't want that.
And you will show us how that's done.
Yes, you need to use the flat tires to get grip over this rock, like that, and then climb from there.
So the way here is right wheel on the rocks, highest ground, and there you go. Lekker, nice momentum. Cool. Let's go do it.
The 80 makes it look easy, but loose rock and danger lurking everywhere stress the driver as he commits in the climb. Rock steps prevent you from rushing up the hill. Steady momentum pays dividend as the 80 reach the top. Johnny's Beast illustrates the advantage of its 80mm suspension lift as he negotiates rocky climb with ease. The MUX climbs steady as Joe takes a good line. Then the right wheels fall off the loose rock and threatens to hit the right side. Joe, with great driving, commits with enough power and momentum and make this obstacle with ease. Next up, Weyer the Discovery 3. It is evident how we need to focus for this obstacle.
You see that rock there with the rubber on?
Yeah.
I'm going to use that rock to get grip and pull the car up. It is the easiest angle, but look at the next point. That's not the easiest angle. So I'm going to just slide up there slowly and let the car do the job. Take it slowly, you see.
Nicole have a glance to her left and the nerves urge tension as the car is millimeters away from the side.
I want to
Oh my
fall
goodness.
around here.
It's really close. Ooh. It's a big rock there.
It's just have fun, yeah? You're not gonna go mad and wild.
As they approach the big rock step, as the disco slides to the right, Weyer commits with proper throttle application as he manages good momentum and enough traction to deal with rocky climb. We turn at the Klipdrift route sign on our way to the Dongas. Hennops 4x4 trail offer plenty Dongas where you can test your vehicle and your driving abilities. While playing in the Dongas, Vaya sound very witty as he begs for bigger challenges.
Yeah, Jaapie, I'm tired of this highway, man. We must find some obstacle that's really a bit more fun.
Nice one for you here, Vaya. Are you up for the challenge?
I'm always up for a challenge. I don't do much, it's the car that does it. But I gave the car to Nicole to drive now. So we make it a lady car for this moment, yeah. Okay, remember to keep it slow. We're on our way, Jaapie.
We don't recommend anyone to try what we do next. We emphasize that when you go off-road, you should never attempt to drive any obstacle if you know you can and will damage your vehicle.
It's the wrong angle, but we'll do the wrong angle just for fun.
Nicole grasps for air as she approaches this intimidating obstacle.
Alright.
Vaya is extremely experienced and, more importantly, know his vehicle's capabilities. With Vaya's clear instructions from the passenger seat and obstacle guides placed on 3 different angles outside to assist them in the cabin, they proceed into the obstacle. Nicole is under huge pressure and the stress clearly shows. Regardless of the huge pressure Nicole is under, she focuses, stay calm and execute Vaya's instruction to the letter.
Keep it there.
As the disco climbs into the air, they can't see anything in front of the vehicle, which is very intimidating for even the seasoned driver.
Leave it. The computer will do everything for you. Don't close your eyes. Go left, go left, go left.
With huge relief, Nicole did a great job dusting this obstacle. Well done, Nicole.
But Vaya's helping me. Thank you.
So I decided to take up Vaya's challenge in challenging him to a wrong line into the Donga. Knowing all too well, this is not the way to enter the Donga. Going down the side of this obstacle, the right front wheel disappears in a big hole as I push the limits against gravity. As the 80 lean forward and gravity tends to win the battle. This is not the way, but this illustrates exactly how not to do it and how taking a wrong line can easily end up in tears. I decide to accelerate instead of falling over. The aftermarket custom-built rear bumpers from John Rock illustrate exactly why my vehicle could endure this punishment without damaging the 80. Notice the tremendous energy on the left rear axle as the 80 come down on this obstacle. With Nicole behind the wheel, they go down the obstacle. As we all watch in anxiety, waiting for the disco to fall over. As spectators run away from the crash to come. Nicole gently descends with excellent control down the obstacle to huge relief of all. Well done, Nicole. Johnny, the fearless warrior, as always does not miss out on opportunity as he tackles the wrong line into this obstacle. With gentle forward movement and master control, the Colt goes down the Donga. With the Colt coming back up, Johnny lifted the wheel for us. Great driving, Johnny. Well done. After all the adrenaline we experienced with this obstacle, we discussed the fun we had and I get reprimanded by Johnny for not going down gently. But Johnny felt better after I thanked him for his excellent workmanship on my custom-made John Rock rear bumpers. And I had to admit that the Disco 3 definitely ain't no girly car, but rather a hugely capable modern SUV. And I had to submit to the excellent 4x4 capabilities of this Discovery 3. From the Dongas we drive down the trail with a few grade 2 obstacles on our way. We quickly stop at the Lapa for refreshment and a quick bite before we set off to Hill 41, situated right after the Lapa area. Hill 41, the obstacle very few dare to drive. We are all in big anticipation as we move towards the scariest obstacle on the Hennops 4x4 trail. This is a dangerous steep rocky hill with a 4 to 4.5 rating. This obstacle is one that once you're in it, you have to commit as there are no turning back. This 35-degree hill climb has sharp rock steps with plenty loose rock and high edgy pointing rocks, eager to rip a sump from your vehicle. Anthony picked a brilliant line and conquer Hill 41 like a pro. Note how the front wheels lose traction as the 80 climb one of the rock steps on this hill. Hill 41 has a bypass on the right. But we noted the tricky session 3/4 way up and asked Joe to drive that section. Great line there, Joe. Johnny up next. As usual, nothing can intimidate this man, or should I say this beastie court. That high clearance of the court just make it so damn capable, especially with Johnny behind the wheel.
See that rock there? That's a sump breaker. You're going right, try and get past that rock. You don't want to damage the sump. What I was going to say is, as we go up the hill, the car will actually decelerate by itself and then accelerate again in order to control the amount of power that I put on. So I just keep my foot on the accelerator slightly and stay committed. The car must do the rest for me. We're not going to take any chance here. We don't want speed, we don't want too much power. We just take it calm. If we can't make it, we'll abort.
Okay.
But we're not going to break the car. Unnecessary. See what I do? I use the rocks to climb.
Yeah.
Well, what goes up must come down. You can see how steep this hill actually is as we descend down the bypass in Johnny's Colt. I am a strong believer that cars are made for driving and boats should be used in water. However, the Rangy, Disco and the Colt guys decided to put up a show for us in the mud pool. And so we proceed to the next obstacle. It's a challenging hill where we will need the right line and good momentum. Anthony picks his line with steady and constant momentum and drives up this obstacle with ease. As I exit the valley and commit up the hill, you can see how little you can see as you approach the hill. With steady momentum, the 80 complete this obstacle with no major issues. And in the meantime, Joe is on his way and listening clearly what's going on the two-way radio conversation.
Anthony, is it a 3 or a 4 or 5?
This is probably about a 3.5. Maybe a 4. 3 3/4. And 5/8.
Okay, I'm gonna let Nicole drive up there.
Now wisely, Joe decided to rather take the bypass and first have a proper look at this obstacle before he drive it. The golden rule in off-roading applied.
So first of all, let's just stop here. Check what program you're
As the
using.
disco make it up,
We go
we see all the typical happenings in the cabin of a 4x4 when driving an obstacle.
rock crawl program. You can see, if you look on the screen there, you are on the rock crawl program. So you've got hill descent, low range, and first gear. Right. So, yeah,
Good to go.
good to go. But look at Anthony. He's going to show you the line left and right. We don't know what the line is because we didn't walk it.
Okay.
So we have to focus on Anthony. He's going to show us the line. You keep the throttle like you have it there. You can apply a little bit more. You just keep it there.
Okay.
Okay, you go left.
No.
Now,
Okay.
get your wheel on the middle of that bank of rocks there. Go to the right, go to the right. Anthony will show you where to go. Look at him, yes. Let's focus on him. Keep the throttle there. Don't slow down on the throttle. Just keep it there so the computer can do the job. Not jerky, just keep it there. A little bit more, yeah. More. Just keep it there, don't relax. The computer will keep on doing it.
No, bro.
Keep it there. More. Turn left. Strong left. Strong right. Turn left. Go, don't leave it. Go. Yes, we are right there. Smack in the middle, come on. You carry on, just carry on. Keep your hands out the holes. Straight up to Yapi. Yapi's going to take over here.
Okay.
Strong right, there we are.
No. Okay.
Next, the colt get blocked by a big rock, but it wrestled back and pinned the rock to the ground as it bashes its way up to the top. Now we're all eager to reach the Lapa to end our day with a braai, but fate have something else planned for our day. While some of the convoy approached the Lapa, Weyer and Nicole hear disturbing sounds. Eventually a big bang. Something terrible is wrong.
It's not too bad, but I think it's the end of it now.
Johan from 4x4 Outlaws knows his way around a Land Rover when it gets to these things. With a lot of willing hands around, the front wheel is removed that we can see what's wrong. The big hole in the rim is the first indication of what went wrong. The CV joint broke and pushed through the rim as the side shaft had nowhere else to go. With the side shaft removed, spare wheel fitted, Weyer attempt to get to the Lapa to join the braai. Surprisingly, the disco, when in a straight line, has no issue driving and only lose drive when turning.
Okay, this was Hennops 4x4. We had a lot of fun, we had a lot of scary moments, and we had some breakage. And Weyer, what happened there? Side shaft?
Yeah, well, I didn't do all the maintenance on my vehicle that I was supposed to do. I broke a CV joint long time ago, and yeah, well, that's what happened if you don't maintain your car. I actually lost the whole side shaft. The bearings broke out and it got stuck between the brake caliper and the rim, and actually took a big hole like this out of the rim. So the lesson is maintain your car.
Well, this is Hennops, and this was our experience. We're going to do the right thing, what we usually do after a nice long day like this, with all the fun we experienced.
Nice braai, nice braai.
Now we're gonna braai. If you like this video, you click like at the bottom and subscribe to this channel to be updated all the time.
Yes.
See you around.
See you
Bye.
around. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Tonight we got a pork meat steak. Real special soft meat. Did you hear that sound? And then our special cheese wars. I don't know what the overseas people call a wors. We call it a wors. It's like a sausage. But this is wors. It's good stuff. Here we go.
Next episode, we visit Taibos 4x4, where we camp a few days in the Bushveld. See you then. In the description below this video, you will find all the links related to Hennops 4x4 and all the activities on offer.
You're worth it all, and you're everything, and you are my life, and you are